I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend, and I hope you all are geared up for an awesome week of learning. Well, this week's topic of discussion is surrounding internal audits, and that's what I do during my day job. So, myself and my coworker are responsible, among so many other responsibilities. We're responsible for auditing the coders. We have about a total of 8 coders, so we're responsible for randomly selecting at least 16 to 20 charts to audit. And within those 16 to 20 charts, we randomly select 3 different dates of service to audit. What we're looking for when we audit is making certain that there are no evaluation and management coding error, meaning that either the coder upcoded or downcoded. So we're wanting to make sure that if the coder did undercode, if we found during our audit that the code could have met or the visit could have met a higher level, then we can most certainly send that information to the reimbursement department with instructions letting them know that whatever payment it is that we received previously, we're actually owed more money than what we received. So those coding audits are not only to um, figure out what's wrong, but they're also to figure out what's right. We're also checking for accuracy. So as long as our coders meet a 90% or better accuracy, that's a really great thing, and that's what we push for. Also, we check for incorrect diagnoses as well as diagnosis code omissions because a lot of these services that are being billed, some of them with the diagnosis related groups, the DRGs, those hold a lot of weight. So if we do have a code that meets those standards, then that can also cause us to get paid a little bit more. Of course, contingent upon the documentation supporting the use for that particular code. We also pay close attention to vaccinations. A lot of our patients receive influenza vaccines, also hepatitis and pneumonia vaccines. And if we've noticed that there aren't any of those vaccines that have been coded, but the patient really did get administered a vaccine, then we can still bill for that date of service. Um, Medicare and lots of other insurance carriers operate on a 1 year timely filing limit, meaning that if a service is performed, you're able to collect or to bill for that service within 1 year from the date of service. So when we are auditing these charts, if we notice that a date of service was, well, we're in October this week, if the date of service was August of last year, we really need to hurry up and get that corrected and get it sent to reimbursement so that we won't miss that 1 year timely filing deadline. As you are conducting your research, I would strongly suggest that you Google um, and also read your book, of course, because that's where the bulk of the information is that you're going to find. But Google is jam-packed with lots of information. Just make sure that it's a reputable site. I have thoroughly enjoyed my time with you all thus far. I mean, I cannot believe that we are already in week 4. And guess what happens on Thursday, guys? Guess what? ICD 10. Oh my gosh. So it's finally here, finally. Well, I think that's going to be about it for tonight. I am going to create another video regarding the portfolio assignment because I know a lot of you have been asking for clarity. So I'm going to do a separate video for that. And it may not be face-to-face. We'll see. But just want to share this bit of information with you all regarding my experience with coding audits. Um, Also, just another piece of information. After we have audited the coders, we then put the information onto a spreadsheet. We have an error rate spreadsheet that kind of gives a compilation, a comprehensive view between the diagnosis codes and the CPT codes to see what the error rate is with all of those codes combined. And then once we finish the audit, we email the HIS director all the spreadsheets and the coding audit summaries, and they go over the coding audit with the coder first before they even speak to us. And then the coder has a chance to plead his or her case, which is really awesome, because guess what? We're not always going to be right, right? I mean, this is our job, but it doesn't mean that what we say is completely stamped in gold. So we can make mistakes. In the event that the coder can justify why he or she selected the coach that they selected, and the documentation supports it, and they're able to explain it to us, then we'll roll with it. We'll let it go. But there are some times when they have argued their case and we have completely said absolutely not. We go through and we double check it again, and then when we explain it to them again, then they understand why the codes that they selected were not the best fit for that particular visit. So it's educational. It can be very intimidating, but we try our best to create an environment to let our coders know that we're not out to get you. We're only here to help. We want to make sure that our organization is in compliance, and that at the same time you're learning from your mistakes. So, and we do it on a 6-month basis. However, there are times when we have to code a little bit more frequently if we notice that the coders percentages are a bit low. They're well under 85%, and they may need to be audited a little bit more so that we can further educate them on what it is that they're doing wrong. And that's all to help them. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video for right now and work on the second video for your portfolio project. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and I'm looking forward to discussion this week. Good night, everybody.